Hi, I'm Dr. Stephanie Bethay, and a year ago at Skagit Valley College, I initiated a mentoring program for the music theory students so that the second year students would work with the first year students, about an hour a week. This turned out to be a really beneficial thing for both years. At first I was afraid it would be a one-way street with the first year students doing all the receiving and the second years doing all the giving, but it turned out to be good for both of them. The first year students found that they could have good feedback on what they had covered in class, and they were in a safe and encouraging environment. And the second years found that not only did they have a little grade incentive that gave them a cushion toward their more difficult theory material, but also they found that they could get practice in teaching.
What your teacher says in class and you don't understand, you can go to your mentor and she can explain it more thoroughly, or he.
And as a second year, I find the program very helpful because as the material gets more difficult and more challenging, it's wonderful having that extra credit point, but also in preparation for transferring, it's wonderful to have the review and being able to go over the material that was covered the previous year. It just helps solidify it.
So it was mentioned in class about major and minor, and I was just wondering what was the difference between those two?
Well, they have a different tone quality, but let's play them and you'll be able to hear it that way. Okay, so let's start on C and we'll just play C major up and down and I'll sing along. Okay. Starting on C as our tonic.
Okay.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
It has an almost happy sound to it. Whereas minor, the tone quality is more melancholy. So the relative minor of C major would be A minor.
Okay.
So let's start on the A. And you don't need to add any accidentals in there. Just playing up and down from A to A.
Okay.
Ready?
The beauty of the mentoring program is that students can use it in any discipline of study, any area that has a two-year program in which the second year builds on the first. And so areas that come to mind would be AESL and English, economics, sciences, and nursing. The bottom line is students learn the material better.
It reinforces as a second year, you get to teach the students, but as a first year, like you're going over the things right before the test, so that helps a lot. And it just reinforces things.
Makes you remember everything.
Yep.
Yeah, it really is helpful to me.
It's just a little bit of extra practice.
Yeah.
Are you guys pretty solid with simple and compound meter?
Kind of. Compound is probably like the hardest for me.
Okay, let's do 53. That's some dotted eighth notes. Pretty simple,
Yeah,
but
simple.
we'll work our ways up. Okay.
53.
So Thomas, why don't you count us off?
Alright. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, let's do those two measures again, or just that measure.
The dotted.
Yeah. So count us off again.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh.
Let's do it again.
So how do you
'Cause I
count
messed
that
up on
again?
that one.
How do you count that?
1 and 2.
Basically, a dotted
A 3?
note.
A 3? Like that?
16.
A dotted note is the value of the note plus 1/2 of the same note. So let's
Start
just
over?
do it from the beginning.
1, 2, 3.
Got it.
The procedure that I followed for setting up the mentor program was to have the students give me their schedules and indicate what times they were free. Then they met together just to exchange contact information and set up a good meeting time. After they got going, every Monday I collected their mentor-mentee sheets that were signed and dated, and they told me what they had covered that week. And then I was able to react to that and work with it during the classes. And finally, at the end of the quarter, I sent out to them an evaluation form and had them fill that out so we could get feedback on the program itself. And the feedback was very favorable. So when asked what they liked about the mentor program, the first year students said that they really liked being able to bounce ideas off their peers and ask the questions that they really needed answers to that day for that particular assignment. They felt like when they were hitting a block that the mentors really helped them through that. And they felt like that it helped them manage their time and learn how to put the different aspects of the music program together. And the second years were really encouraged as well that they could teach. Some of them have never taught before, but they are wanting to go into this, a lot of them, after they graduate. And so for them to find the joys of teaching and being able to adapt material to different learning styles, they really learned a lot. And it also reinforced the foundation that had been laid in the first year so that they could go on with the difficult concepts of second year.
What was that? Was that top that you played? Or was that B?
Repeating the C.
Oh, repeat the C. Okay.
And then now add a minor 7 to it, which is E flat. You can play this. Doing the mentoring, it helps because for me, like it helps me remembering the old stuff from last year, and the grade is extra credit.
Yeah, the extra credit grade is nice.
So the results of the mentor program have already been measurable even in this 1 year. As far as student success, the median grade before we began doing the mentoring program over the last about 8 years of music theory teaching has been a high C. And now the median grade in first year has been raised to a B. And I believe this is in large part due to the mentoring program. The retention of students is often our lowest between fall and winter quarter, when many students who come in so overwhelmed do not go on to become music majors. But this year, for the first time, it was different. And we had students who declared as music majors. Most of them stayed on and are still with the program in the second year. And as far as comprehension, that's the third measure in which the results were greatly different from before, because the student comprehension improved, and I could tell by the amount of review that was needed that they were really understanding the material much better.
The mentoring program has been really great. It's been an invaluable experience for those of us in second year. It's given us opportunity for teaching, because a lot of us will most likely be going on to do some sort of teaching in music. And it's also been a great review to be able to go back and study some of the things that feel like they were so long ago. So overall, it's just been a wonderful experience for all of us. It's been great to see the benefit to not only those in first year, but those of us in the second year program as well.